Nice.
Sounds like a U2 song or something.
That is a nice PRS.
Yeah.
We're rolling.
Oh, we're rolling?
2 minutes already. So.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, we didn't know.
This is a new style of YouTube where we just kind of sit here, look dazed and,
Yes.
and whatever. All right.
Okay.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
My main camera is here, right?
Yeah, the one with the red light.
Yeah. I'm just double checking. There's a lot of colors in here. All right, here you go. You good?
Good.
All right, let's do it. Hey there, I'm Dan, the self-proclaimed Lonely Rocker. Thank you so much for joining me today here at 42 Gear Street 7. This is my second year here, and I'm having an awesome time. 42 Gear Street 7. Really special person here today, finally. We have a little bit of a story to tell, but Kagan from Kreative Devices.
Glad to meet you, man. In person.
In person?
Yes.
Well, we actually met a few days ago, but,
yes.
For dramatic effect here in the video. Anyways, here's the story. I don't want to get into a whole boring story, but I'm a Mac guy, and he detests people like me. Well, not really. Not really, because Kreative Devices is a really, really cool company. They make computers, laptops, mini computers, all focused on creators, whether you're a musician, whether you're a video creator like me, and a photographer, and you need power, you need portability, and performance at a more affordable price.
Absolutely.
And he's asked me a million times why I keep investing in Apple computers, because they're incredibly expensive, and once you get it, there's nothing you can do with it. Anyways, here's the scenario. Some good friends of ours as well, IK Multimedia. I've been on TONEX since day one. Love what TONEX does, but there's one thing that's a little frustrating on a Mac with TONEX is that amp capturing. We have lots of amps in this room. It's one of my favorite things to do as a real amp guy. I've embraced sort of the digital workflows and things like that because I love capturing. And my problem, my pain point, is we go through the process of capturing. The TONEX experience on Mac is the same as it is on a Windows PC. The difference is when we get to the point where we have to process that capture that we're making, so it does its neural goodness and turns it into a tone capture model that we can use later on. That rendering time is excessively long on a Mac. And to the point, because I want to start, I've actually built what I call my TONEX cart, where I want to start building some packs for you TONEX users out there. But rendering these tone captures is like 3-4 hours each. So that was my problem. So a good friend of ours, John Simons from Sonograph Studios, noticed he did a video on this cool laptop. And I was like, I need something like that, but I'm not a PC guy. So I reached out, a cold email to your company, but lo and behold, he actually knew who I was. And not long later, are we in focus? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Any other angles? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. My own personalized. And this is a nice touch that you guys do in your computers, is the ability to customize your computer. And do this if you're going to own it for life. I have no intention of getting rid of this, and I probably couldn't sell it because it has my logo on it. So my concern, as I've said, is that the rendering process, it was just impossibly long on a Mac, and my understanding that it was faster on a PC. Why is that?
So machine learning, all machine learning tests, to my knowledge, and I'm not an expert, NVIDIA kind of holds the cards when it comes to machine learning with their GPUs. Their GPUs lead the way. And I'm sure TONEX, as well as other people, use NVIDIA GPUs in their machine learning process. So any device that has an NVIDIA GPU is going to benefit highly in any machine learning process.
So what I want to do today, I'll put this down, and we're going to bring in some other beautiful red guitar. I love red. It's my favorite color. Henry's, one of the guitar companies that are showcasing their beautiful instruments here. This is a Strat style guitar. I've been playing this for the last couple of days. Gorgeous, gorgeous guitar. And we've got another amazing product, or an amplifier, a Tube Workshop, the 2864S.
They made this wrong. They made this wrong.
Oh, yeah.
This should be here.
Yes.
Well, want me to take it and get it fixed?
Can you fix it fast? How about if I go like this? Does it fix it?
Now we're talking. Thank you. Hi, Kagan.
I finally got Henning in one of my videos. Thank you. Anyways, Henry's beautiful Strat style guitar. Unfortunately, they have the TONEX, the Apple issue by this thing in the wrong place, but we'll work around that. Awesome amplifier, Tube Workshop, near and dear to my heart. I'm actually the proud owner of a Lulis. I'll be talking about that in another video. In fact, I already have, because I own one of those. But we're going to do kind of a low gain capture.
Yeah.
Because you're in the process of gathering some captures. And I'm just, we're here. I want to capture it. I've done some tests at home, but for me, it went from like 3 to 4 hours to about 14, 15 minutes.
It's a big difference.
It is. So maybe I'll do we're all set up here to capture. We're not going to bore you with the steps, but maybe we'll do a capture. And I don't know, what can you do in 15 minutes?
Well, I don't know. You might be surprised.
Hey, Editor Dan here. Just to clarify, this video was shot in August of 2025 at 42 Gear Street 7. All of us who attended got an early look at the new TONEX modeler software. Now, I have since done a full video on that update, which came out before this video. A little confusing, but just wanted to clarify that this was my first reaction to the new TONEX modeler software. Or let's get back to it. Surprised at what you can do in 15 minutes or something else? Well, we'll be surprised. All right, so we're already set up here. Can we hear something here? Let's see. I don't even have a pick. So nothing. I've been working on that riff for 3 weeks. I'm glad I played it properly. All right, so here we go. All right, so there's a whole process in sort of signal routing, and the fine people here at 42 Gear Street who keep everything together helped us get this set up. I should mention Summer Cable, a big supporter of this, everything connected with Summer Cable. I've mentioned Henry's, we mentioned IK. How many more brands can I get on video? I'm going to get a lot of magnets for this video. All right, so here we go. We're going to hit the capture. But hold on a second. This sounds different than what I've been getting at home. Have they changed something in here?
This is the new updated version of the TONEX Capturing.
You'd think you'd tell me before the video.
Surprise. There might be other surprises.
Okay, all right.
I'm looking forward to seeing your reaction.
This is riveting television, by the way. All right, so it's gone through the process. It sends different signals, different types of playing. I guess it's sort of measuring attack. And so this is the part where I'd hit my bottleneck. You know, I'd hit on the Mac, I'd go save, and then I'd have to go, like I literally could do errands for the whole afternoon and it still wouldn't be ready. So click save. Hold on, I can start a new capture now. That's it. It says, go, okay, main view. You know what? Okay, hold on a second. This is something I've been asking for a long time in TONEX, is why don't they have batch processing? I'm familiar with this. So they've thrown this, so it's not actually done that. So I could actually go now and capture multiple amplifiers and do a batch.
And do a batch of
processing.
all of them. Yeah.
So that 18 minutes, whatever, but I can do 5 or 6 at a time.
Exactly.
Okay, well, why don't we just do this one? We're not going to do it for argument's sakes. And then how do we batch this thing? Sorry, to queue. Okay, it's in the queue. Okay, that's simple enough. And then we say start all. Here we go.
Now the timer begins.
All right.
Now this is the part that normally takes 3 hours after you get past the first part.
Sometimes it was even more. Well, not for me. Now that I have your laptop, that went down to 18 minutes.
All right.
Okay.
Well, let's see how long it takes now with this update.
All right, we're down to under 30 seconds left. This is almost done. Wow, that's super quick. So, I mean, without even looking, I'm talking under 5 minutes to get this done. That's crazy. So, I mean, that's like the 3x the speed already.
That's insane.
All right, so, see, batch processing is actually not something that you can do on a physical device, at least not called Cortex or anything like that. So, I know there's like, oh, you could do it on board. Oh, that wasn't it. Holy smokes. We're done. All right, so this is the tone model. And then this is the real rig. So the advantages of what your laptop offers.
So you don't need the latest and greatest. So for example, right now, everyone's pushing AI processors.
Right.
Some of these AI processors are very good, and some of them are not so good. The processors that we use might be maybe last gen, even the one before, but they are the higher end versions of them, which still outperform the current processors right now. So you're going to pay a lot less money for something that performs just as well or better. And at the end of the day, performance is key, right? Mm-hmm. What are you paying for if not performance? You buy from someone else, you can pay for a name, but the name isn't going to help you get your work done.
Right. I mean, the test that I've done in my studio, I have an Apple Mac Studio M2 Ultra, and it's not perfect. It bogs down with certain processes. Obviously, I mean, this is one application. You can't judge a computer on one application, but that's why I've gone in and used other things. But if you sort of compare dollar to dollar, that Mac Studio off the shelf is 3 times the price of your laptop. And I mean, my limitation being the DAW, that's something that could be rectified at some point. But virtually everything else that I'm doing, I mean, obviously I know you like Studio One, or if you're doing Pro Tools, or if you're doing anything else that will run on a PC, that's just my personal limitation, but certainly can be overcome. Everything else, whether I'm doing my Photoshop work or like all the graphics work, everything for my channel, I'm portable, a third of the price, and I've got, in essence, better results.
Yeah, the whole point is we wanted to make sure that everyone could get their hands on one of these. So whether you can afford 1,000 apples or whether you can only afford something inexpensive, you can have the same exact machine and have the same exact performance, you know, and you can have it completely customized with your logo. Why wouldn't you? You know?
And the aesthetics of these machines are nice. Really cool machine. Any last words about this that I didn't cover that you want people to know about?
Well,
Other than where to find you, but I'll cover that.
if you want to personalize your experience, check out creativedevices.com.
If you want any more information about Creative Devices, I will put a link in the description. I highly recommend it. Considering I have been a loyal Mac guy for a while, it's a wonderful machine. We're going to be seeing more on my channel. Definitely more TONEX stuff, because this is even faster. My TONEX cart, which I built, was dedicated to capturing tone models, and now we're actually going to get there. So, Kagan, thank you very much. I'm really excited about your offerings, some really great products. Like I said, if you're in the market, if you're a creator for sure, you just need some horsepower and you want to save a couple of pennies, I definitely highly recommend you check them out. I will put a link in the description. Anyways, hope you've enjoyed this video. Thanks to everyone here at 42 Gear Street 7. The crew is awesome. They got this all set up for us because I was freaking out, and it worked flawlessly. So thank you guys in the booth. I appreciate that. If you have any questions at all, drop that in the comments. And remember, you don't need a band to rock and roll, and I'll catch you in the next one.